But I think it's important that people understand that job cuts in the public sector and wage cuts in the public sector would be both unfair and unwise. And let me start with why it's unfair. The people who make these kind of arguments about rolling back public sector wages ignore the fact that all of our provincial public sector unions voluntarily took 0% increases over the last 2 years. People like Jason Kenney are also often quoted as saying that the public sector should share the pain, but they ignore the fact that public sector workers didn't share the gain. So between 2004 and 2014, which was the boom years, average wages in the private sector were going up annually by more than 6% a year. In oil and gas, they were going up almost 7% every year, year after year, while in the public sector, nurses saw annual increases of less than 3%, and teachers saw annual increases of less than 2%, which didn't even keep up with inflation. So, now they want to say share the pain, but they didn't share the gain. And, the final point I'll make is that service cuts or pay cuts to the public sector workers would be unwise, economically speaking, because frankly our economy is still struggling. We have emerged from the recession, but it's kind of wobbly. And the last thing that we need is for a provincial government to withdraw consumer purchasing power. And in this province, there are thousands of nurses, teachers, and other public sector workers, and they provide important services, but they're also consumers. And so if you cut their wages, or if you, heaven forbid, lay them off in large numbers, that has the effect of suppressing economic activity just when we need it. So this kind of talk, it's exactly what I expect from politicians like Jason Kenney, but it's actually the last thing that we need in our economy right now.